The cultivation and the nurturing is dependent on the skill of the person or the people who have actually prepared the area, right? That they're actually creating the conditions for the seed to be able to flourish. That is entirely based on the good judgment and the ability to observe, again, of the cultivator. And oftentimes it's the subtleties, it's the nuances, it's the things that most people overlook that actually is the key to success. So for example, one of the things about agriculture that I think many people are not aware of is the fact that most of the desertified and degraded places that are found around the globe, many of those places were actually produced, they were generated through badly performed agriculture. It was generated through bad cultivation or improperly managed husbanding of landscape. And if you think about what agriculture is, usually when a field is being prepared to plant a crop, oftentimes that field, which ecologically speaking was performing a number of different functions, that field has basically been simplified, ecologically speaking, for the purposes of only producing one output. And so it's as if, for example, your body, which is made up of a number of different organs, each of the organs are performing a number of different functions. If the body has been oversimplified and reduced to only one set of organs, right, which performs only a single function. So there is the recognition, the valuing of the multifaceted functionality of landscape, and our ability to be able to manage and partner with all of those different functions that are provided by landscape. This is what will ensure that we're actually able to create the conditions which will eventually get us to the point where a harvest can be generated. So how do we go about, again, gaining the skills and the knowledge and the understanding that is necessary in order for us to create these conditions, right? Sometimes it's a matter of us being able to, again, be in a place for long enough and to sort of settle ourselves down enough to just observe, right? To just be aware of what's happening around us, to be able to orient ourselves and position ourselves properly in relation to the things that are happening around us. It's through reflection, right? It's through just being comfortable with silence. And it's through our ability to be able to reflect and be comfortable with the silence that you begin to hear, that actually you have speech, right? You have this communication that informs your action. And then once you're able to have this clear communication that's informing your action, then you can begin to have some semblance of clarity, some semblance of certainty, which is then able to inform your ability to nurture, right? Your ability to cultivate. And once you have some semblance of clarity and certainty, then you can begin to actually formulate an intention. And this is very much a part of what is needed in order for us to, again, properly cultivate and nurture what has been seeded, what has been sown. But if we are not ready and willing and able to actually settle ourselves down enough and be comfortable enough with silence, with being still, with being able to reflect, with being able to contemplate, right? With being able to consider what it is that we're doing in relation to where it is that we've been placed, then we won't be able to do the things that are necessary in order for us to produce the results that are needed and which are appropriate, and what's appropriate, again, for a given context. Again, this can be extended to, again, how we, live a life within a community, how we formulate and how we put together our communities, how we manage them, right? Whether or not we're actually able to provide all of the elements, all of the different aspects of what it is to have a community, whether or not we're able to actually provide those things and manage them in a way that's appropriate within a given context.